Okay, I'm continuing on with the front cross member repairs today. As you can see, I've marked these where they're needing to be drilled out on the back side, so I'll do that next. And my next job is to cut this out. It has a hole here, which I think I'm just going to try and fill with a welder. I'll cut it down here and replace this bit, but try and keep this form here because that will save me a lot of fabrication. Right, I've got those holes drilled out where they're need to go. As you can kind of see, I've marked it to try and salvage as much as the formed bit as possible on both sides. I'll get that cut out now. There is that cut out, that bit was there and there. So now it's time to make a cardboard template of that, basically. Here it is, from cardboard to metal. Still working off the same bit shipping container. There's that bit made up there, we'll cut out. I've got a fold line here, which I'm going to put in it. Just go put it in the vise and hit it with a hammer. There it is, folded up. Now just to fit this on, I've tacked the angled bit in just now, and that'll let me get the rest squeezed down with the clamps, just so I can get everything sitting how it's meant to be. I actually forgot to put some weld-through primer on the back before I tacked that in there, so I've just sprayed it in this gap there. It seems to be alright, so I got away with that one. There, I've got it clamped in and ready to tack weld that in now. There it is, tacked in. Now I'll go ahead and weld that all in properly. Got that bit welded in. I'll just have to try and fill this hole now. There we are, welded in. Got that hole filled, I think. Caught a wee bit that I'd caught with the grinder, so I filled that. I think I need to turn my wire feed down a wee bit still. There was a wee bit of slag there, a wee bit close. But good penetration, so I'll get that cleaned up now. There it is, cleaned up with the first pass with the welder. Need to go over this bit again. That bit's not bad. Need to do the hole again. Just these wee nicks. But cleaned up not too bad. I'll give that another wee weld. Got that welded up and painted now. Still here to drill the 2 holes where it bolts on. But the next job I'm going to do is start cleaning it up with the finger sander, with the bits I couldn't get in with the knot wheel. There, I've got that nice and shiny. Didn't actually take that long. You might think it's a bit over the top, but there's bits like that. Don't know if you can see it, but there's still rust under there. You can see it there. There's still rust underneath. And I've sanded and I've sanded, and I'm not want to obviously make the metal thin. So this is where it's ideal to put the rust treatment on it as well. So there is reason for it. I'd just like to mention one of my subscribers, Tony Dalton. I go through a lot of these, and they cost quite a lot of money. But Tony suggested buying the bigger ones and cutting them down, so that's what I've been doing. So he shared the top tip in the comments, so I'm just going to share that with everybody else. So Tony Dalton, thanks very much, mate. That's decent. If anybody else wants to share any tips like that in the comments, feel free to. I've just been using a set of old tin snips to cut them down. That seems to be the best thing for it. I've noticed this here has been cut off, and there's like a dent in it. And I noticed on the other side it's also been cut off, and there's a dent. So why is that there? Answers in the comments. There it is with a coat of the rust converter on it on both sides. Now I am in need of some clips. I've searched everywhere on the internet that I can find, and I can't find any of these clips anywhere. So if any of you are good at searching the internet, could you send me some links to these clips? If ever you have any of these old clips kicking about, I would very much appreciate them. Just, I need these clips. Also, I managed to shatter the bit plastic that goes here. Not the radiator mount, I've got them, but there's a bit plastic riveted in there. If anybody has a replacement bit plastic, I shattered it with a grinder. Right, there I've got the backside nice and shiny. I've started painting the rust converter on. Michelle's gibbering in the background. And I've got the front cleaned up nice and shiny. Now I'm just putting the rust treatment on it. First coat of the rust treatment. I've got my spot welds done that I've been, well, not putting off, but I've just never got around to it. So I've got them done now on both sides. So that's the last of the welding done on it for now, and it's just a case of painting it now, really. There it is with some primer on it, front and back. Just done it there and now, it's still drying. One of my subscribers, Chopper, who's actually one of my real life friends as well, he's always in the comments, he suggested using this hammerite metal paint on the inside of the cross member. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've bought some half decent tape, T-Rex tape. It's good quality stuff, it's thick. So I don't know if this is what you meant, Chopper. Cheers for the tip, Chopper. So what I've done with the tape is I've taped up every single hole on it, every seam, and I'm going to pour it in 3 strategic places because the cross member mounts, the front, anyway, they mounts there get in the way of it pouring, so I'm going to put one there, and one on that side as well. As you can see, I've got a funnel set up ready to pour the paint in, so I'll get on with that. And now it's just a case of holding it like that for 5 minutes, or we're resting it for 5 minutes, and then turning it round every 5 minutes so it all spreads throughout. You'll see my poses. I'm going to show these bits here. Don't show the mistakes, Kevin. Let's move this down to that.
Maria